Hello everyone, SAC KGC welcomes you to this presentation where we would see whether electric vehicles are as green as they are claimed to be and try to estimate their overall environmental impact compared to internal combustion cars. This has been one of the most controversial questions of the decade. While carbon emissions during use of an EV is significantly lower, we cannot ignore the carbon footprint while manufacturing one. So let us take a closer look comparing EV versus ICE cars and figuring out after how many kilometers EVs would have a better environmental impact. Here are the few points which we need to consider. We will be taking into consideration the indirect emissions when an EV is operated. The emissions comes from combustion of fossil fuels required to generate the electricity to charge the batteries. 72% of India's total power generated comes from coal. The CO2 emissions from other fossil fuels are very small compared to emissions from coal and hence neglected. A single battery lifetime is considered, that is, the battery of the EV is not replaced throughout the course of study. And lastly, the performance of the battery is constant over the operation distance. In this study, we will be comparing Hyundai Creta versus Hyundai Kona due to their comparable performances. These are the certain parameters which we will look into. Hyundai Creta gives a mileage of about 19 km per liter, whereas Hyundai Kona goes up to 452 km on full charge. The operational CO2 emission of Hyundai Creta is 162 gram per kilometers, and in Kona there are no direct emissions. In production, CO2 emissions for Hyundai Creta are about 1500 kgs, while in Hyundai Kona it's about 7000 kg. So now we come to the calculations part where we will find the distance x after which the EVs would have lesser total emissions than ICE cars. Note, here P represents CO2 emissions during EV battery pack production. Factor E times Z represents the total CO2 emitted for charging the battery, and 0.162, as we have seen in the previous slide, is the average emissions of Creta for every kilometer. We will be linking the entire calculations and reading resources in the description, so check them out if you are interested. According to our calculations, the distance x comes out to be about 52,000 kilometers, after which Kona would be greener to Creta. Now, this is a rough estimate and would likely to change depending on which state you live in, and as every state has different percentage of electricity generation from fossil fuels. According to the recent numbers, Karnataka seems to be the best for having an EV, while Chhattisgarh seems to be on the other side. So, in conclusion, we can say that the carbon footprint during production of an EV is way more than an ICE vehicles, which undoes some of the promised benefits. Also, battery manufacturing and recycling puts a serious concern. If we take the average travel distance of an Indian car to be about 1200 kilometers annually, it would take about 4 years for an EV to go greener than its ICE counterparts. Having said that, we must also not ignore the recent development in the EV technology and battery production, which addresses some of the concerns and would likely to improve in the future. Government of India also shows interest in transitioning to clean energy, which is a great sign for EVs. Flagship initiatives like One Sun One Grid will play a major role in reducing carbon emissions during electricity generation. With a target to replace most ICE vehicles to electric by 2030, government is putting up several tax incentives to EV makers and buyers. Lastly, we can conclude that although not as green as projected, electric vehicles are surely getting there, and it would be a matter of time before the entire world transition to clean sources of energy. And so that's it. Thanks for watching.